I know, I actually feels like I've been away forever, like, and not kind of done anything here, but it's because of America, it's like a year behind. So kind of when I wrapped up here in the UK, America sort of started, you know, so I was away for a while doing that, and I think everyone thought I was just skiving and not doing much. But then, yeah, I ended up writing the new record, which I was really worried about for a while because I didn't have anything to write about. But then I met someone that had plenty to write about. Yeah, that was kind of, it was quite conscious, really. No, I mean, I do love all the acoustic stuff on my first album, but as a writer, I'm quite limited in terms of like writing kind of production stuff and everything like that, which in terms of like arrangements and layers and stuff like that. So I actually co-wrote a lot more with this record than I did my first. My first record was about 80% me on my own. This one's about 60% me on my own. So it was very conscious, and also, you know, I wanted to be a bit more bluesy and stuff like that, which I wanted bigger productions for. I wanted to have a couple more songs that were kind of more relevant to like me and my age, and you know, off record, like when I'm not singing, I actually trying. I like to be sarcastic and cheeky and funny, and I wanted that to come across in a few new songs like "Rolling in the Deep" and "Rumour Has It," which have quite big productions. Yeah, you know, I'm trying to make a statement. I feel a lot bolder now in terms of the subject that my songs are about. So I want a bit of oomph behind them. No, I actually prefer it. I prefer doing a stripped down and acoustic. I find it a little bit more freeing because when there's a band, it's hard to kind of, like say if you wanted to do an extra chorus and run it round, you know, you've got to try and get like 5+ people's attention to be like, let's run it round again, you know. Whereas when it's acoustic, you don't even have to say it. You just kind of pick up each other's kind of, like inner signals. I don't know. But yeah, no, I love it. It's just more intimate as well, you know. I like being able to hear my audience breathe. That was really nerve-wracking. It was incredible to do. It's such a sort of iconic British institution of a show. So it was, and the people that have done it, like I remember watching it last year, and Bette Midler did it, and she's one of my idols. So yeah, I was really nervous. And like I said earlier, I headbutted the mic as I got on, but luckily it was a wide shot. I was scared my nose was going to start bleeding, and then I winked at Camilla. like kind of stage fright gets worse the more I do things. I think it's just because I know it takes a lot for me to go and kind of see someone live and stuff like that. I really need to be really convinced. So I'm never convinced that I'm going to put on a show for them people that I've convinced to come along, you know. But no, I never get used to it. The whole thing's pretty surreal. Yeah, but you know, I felt really lucky because like I just like making music. So the minute I got back in the studio and got the opportunity to write again, I was just kind of so wrapped up and excited and eager in that I kind of forgot about everything that happened. And no one puts pressure on me with anyone that I work with because they know that I won't deliver if I'm under pressure. Do you know what I mean? I put the most pressure on myself anyway. I know like about my own perception, and I know when I'm like not kind of slipping off and all that. I know when I'm doing all of that, so no one really needs to remind me of it. So I was lucky enough that I just immersed myself in this record so much that I didn't even really think about the success of the last album. And also, it's not like anyone thought I was going to do what the first album did. Anyone that works with me, we were all like, yeah, whatever, that's just what happens, you know. So it wasn't sort of like it's been a plan for ages to kind of sell records and win stuff. It's never been that plan, so just sort of take it day by day. Yeah, America, not the country, her, the actress, came to Saturday Night Live, and I did that. She was a fan, so her and her fiance came, and she loved it. And I met her afterwards, and she was going, "I want to get you on the show," and I was just like, "Yeah, all right." I mean, I was excited to see her, but I was like, "Yeah, whatever." Like, I don't see how you'd get me in the show, how I'd be written into the show, but thanks though, you know. And then the next thing I know, about 6 months later, I was just about to go on quite a big tour in America, and I played this little radio show similar to Tonight, but for an American station. And all the producers of the show came down, and they was all saying the same thing. So, but I was still like, yeah, whatever, you know, nice to meet you, thanks for coming, I love the show. Next thing I know, we was invited. I was invited onto the show. They'd written I was going to play at Daniel's wedding. And initially I was a bit like, oh no, I don't want to do it, because I always get really confused when other artists or actresses or whatever start kind of dipping their toe in like lots of other kind of things. But of course, she didn't say no. I got offered it, and I still do, but it's off the air now. But I loved that show, and then I did it, and then I wasn't allowed to speak on it because you have to have like an acting visa. Didn't have one. I think they blagged it, and and then I ended up speaking on it, and I sounded like an American putting on an English accent. I was so self-conscious. I was like, "Oh, is this the girl you was telling me about?" But it was incredible. But it was a really long day, and I was just nervous the whole time. But it was incredible. I like being busy, and my personal life's brilliant. It's just been Christmas, full up and hungover, but in a nice way, and saw my family and friends. So yeah, see me in 3 months, I'll probably be crying. Yeah.